initiates for the flame. You are now programmed to drop dem draws. Have you been maintaining your flame?
You underestimated your child. You underestimated your child. You underestimated your child.
Peace of the tribe. Welcome. It's your boy AD. And you already know I got my co-host with me, my big dog, Elijah Green. What's up with it, bro? What's the word?
What's going on with the fam? Peace and blessings. Yeah, peace and love. Everybody out there. That's all I gotta say.
Ashay. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Go ahead and comment, ask any questions. And of course, if you don't put your cell phone, nobody will. Of course, check out the limited time for 55 initiates for the flame. And of course, check out our recent latest books. Moon Day, A Practical Approach to Astrology, and The Spell of Fiat. Make sure you guys get these. And it's some upcoming deals coming with them soon. But for tonight, let's get into the show. But really, me and bro came here just to really chat, just about a few things, react to some clips, and just hear the collective thought. And just to really, for us to like examine things that's going on out here. You know, we got some powerful podcasts, like really jumping on the scenes and getting to some powerful stuff. But first and foremost, bro, what you been got going on? What you been doing out through this week, man? Like, what's been the plan? And of course, what's happening in Candyland?
Yeah, what's been going on? I mean, that's a loaded question. We talking about 5D or 3D, you know what I mean? 'Cause, dude, a lot going on, but both rounds, you know. 5D, I'm still out here just, you know, exercising demons.
Mm-hmm.
Straight samurai out here, you know, handling business. 3D, like you say, I'm out here, DC, DMV area, representing Candyland. That is the movement. That's the campaign that we got going on for me and my brand, Elijah Green. Check me out again. Give me a follow at the Elijah Green on Instagram for sure. But yeah, Candyland. Check me out. We got the t-shirt apparel selling at this moment. So yeah, check me out. Just show love. Yeah, that's all I ask. Show love. And yeah, I would love to show love back. That's all I'm about for sure.
You know, when you say that showing love, I feel like that's it's not a hard thing for people, but
Mhm.
it's like I feel like it's something that you shouldn't expect, right? Because I feel like that love, it comes from like the work that you put in, and people gonna see it, and they're gonna show you love, and it's gonna be those people that's around you that's gonna show you regardless, just because they know you or your energy and just who you are. But like, if you feel like people ain't showing love, don't worry. It's coming back to you in some way, shape, or form. You probably just not seeing it, but you keep putting in the work, you're gonna meet some people, and you ain't
Nah,
gotta tell anybody like, hey, I need this and that. They just gonna appear in your life. Like I
uh,
got this nice ass camera, I don't know what to do with it.
you got to what for real?
You said what?
You said I said for
Yeah, no, for real. Like that shit like that happened to me. Like I'll meet people, they have been talking to me about. I'll just be openly about what I'm doing.
real.
Somebody will pull up on me like, "Hey, yo, man, like my whole MMA gear that I got. You see me posted with. I didn't buy none of that. Some dude just hit me up, was like, "Hey, yo, dude, I see you just been working so hard. Here's some gloves, some headgear, some wraps, some shin guards.
Mhm.
Um, The only thing I'm gonna like try to get some money off for is these mats I bought. But anything else, he gave to me for free. Gave me a pair. So I was just like, I was so astonished. I was just like, what the hell? What I've been doing? But it's like he's just seeing my work and appreciated it, and he probably saw a resemblance of himself in me. Because we all project in healthy ways and negative. So
No, yeah, that's facts. Like I know me, just to your point, like I'm somebody who I'll say a lot of people kind of look up to for support in certain ways. And it's like I understand. I understand being in that position. Like I'm still in that position myself. I need so much support, for sure. But I say that to be like somebody who is like of my age, kind of in like in, getting into the mid 30s. I can see both sides. I can relate to both sides. And as far as that point you made of just having a camera, you don't even know what to do with it. It's like there's so many times where I have things that like I may just give to somebody because I don't need it. Like like literally like a fresh pair of shoes. Like I remember like I gave like my homie like I like found some Yeezys somewhere. Like
mhm.
somebody like gave me some Yeezys. They were like I think had like the like and they were like on the lost and found for like a long period of time, and the person just gave them to me that worked there, and it's like I don't wear Yeezys, I don't care for Yeezys, so I just gave them to like a homie, you know what I mean? Like I gave him to somebody that I knew, kind of needed shoes, and now he out here fresh, you know what I mean? Because like his energy's right, he ain't out here asking me for nothing, but like like I see him and like he ain't asking me for nothing. Let me you know what I'm saying? Let me fresh him up because I can. So it's like hey, I understand that um so yeah, it's like it's important to speak on what it is that you are. It's important to speak on what you're representing. um you got to show yourself love for sure. And you'll be surprised at what surprises come your way.
Thanks. And when you got love for yourself, it shows up in your life. It shows up, in your external world because it's coming from your internal world. A lot of things that we see and react to comes from within. So if you feel like you're not getting a lot of love, maybe you're not giving yourself that love you deserve for other people to give it to you. You know.
Hmm. Big fact.
But I got a clip that like kind of speaks and go into that, and it's like from one of my favorite people. So if you got anything that you want to say, I'll pause it, whatever. But I'm going to get into it because it kind of makes you think about a lot of certain things and like who's paying attention to you, who's not, and like are you doing yourself the favor and putting yourself out there?
Wow. Feel it. Let's get into it.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Or mm-hmm. Well, yeah, man. Show love to yourself. So important. Like I say, like AD asked me earlier, like what's going on in Candyland. Anybody that knows me or follows me, has no issue or of knowing, what it is that I'm representing or at that time. I promote myself, I make sure I show love to myself and represent what it is that I do as best I can.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah,
False spins like
Can you hear it?
yeah.
er- everybody. You know what I
It
mean? Like,
surprises you like this
yeah,
dude?
like
Like who?
I met Ice Cube, and Ice Cube was a fan. Dr. Dre was a fan.
Dr. Dre.
You know what I mean?
I saw
was
you a
just
video
like,
with Rihanna. Did she know who you were?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she did.
She
What did she
did.
say? What was that interaction
She
like?
just said it was disrespectful that they mixed me up with Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
Kendrick
yeah,
Lamar.
yeah, I
Yeah, she was
remember
like, that ain't right. But yeah, man, I met a lot of people that before the Spence fight even happened, you know, so it wasn't nothing about the
Anybody
Spence.
like somebody that you were a fan of?
Iverson.
All of them. Iverson.
Iverson. I met Iverson years ago, and he knew my whole story. I was just like,
Word.
it's crazy. You know, matter of fact, I met him here at Madison Square Garden.
What's the first thing he said to you?
He was
Said
like,
to you.
"Bud."
Word.
I was like, Iverson.
Yo, that's crazy.
I was over there like, dog, man. He was like, man, I'm a big fan, man, dude. Like,
How many years ago you think?
probably like, man, I don't even know, probably like 6 years ago. I was still at 140, I
That's what
believe.
I'm saying.
Yeah. He was talking about Danny Garcia.
Oh yeah. About you fighting him or something?
Yeah. He was just like, man, you want
Oh
Danny
yeah, you
Garcia,
just
my
moved up
guy.
then. You probably
Yeah.
just moved up.
If you had to compare yourself as a fighter to an NBA player, who would it be?
Shit, Iverson.
Iverson. That's what made me think of that.
For sure.
Oh.
Before I ever.
So to that being said, like, did Bud work for that recognition, or did it just like pop up on his door?
Yeah, I think, you know, to the point of that clip, to Bud's like point, is like Iverson is a fan of Bud, and it shows. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For the same reasons that I grew up being the biggest fan of Iverson. It's like
Right.
he was him. He did what he did to the max. Like for real. Like I grew up, I was like my favorite NBA team growing up was the 76ers. You know, because Iverson, that's why I watch basketball. That's why I play basketball. I think when I started playing in elementary school, I wore number 3. 'Cause who doesn't love, the person again who represents themselves, and and is willing to like fight fight the powers that be, in a sense, just to be who they are. Yeah, it that again, it shows that that Iverson saw a lot of himself in Bud, um, for real, and it's like, yeah, but Bud achieved that level of recognition, that level of respect and love, from people, because of, again, like the work that he's put into his craft, into the field that he practices. And again, like, it shows. I've been a fan of Bud for a good minute. And yeah, I remember when everybody was talking about Bud versus Spence. I was on the side talking about, I don't know what y'all talking about, y'all. That dude Bud, he a beast. I know Spence is nice. I know he kind of big, but I ain't seen Bud have any issues with nobody. I don't think he gonna have too many issues with Spence. So it's like, it's that same kind of underdog, story of people, two kind of small town guys, that fought, and again, represented everything that they came from. Well, not the easiest paths and and background and all that stuff, but fighting, again, just two similar stories of fighting through the grit to kind of come up on top, in their fields. You're on mute. You talking?
Appreciate that. And it's like, when you honestly like just reflect on it, even when, because he said that Iverson was showing them that love around 6 years ago, like basically up today, because that video had like dropped today. So within that time span, over the 6 years, he's still not getting the recognition that some people say he deserves, because he's literally one of the pound for pound and the pound for pound best boxer. So it's just like when we just think about that, realize like how many people do know, how many people don't know. It's like, yeah, that just happens when you get to celebrity fame or wherever you at in life. It's gonna be a group of people that don't know you. There's always gonna be the other hands that don't know you, and I think that's a blessing because you still get to meet more people. The world is so small because it's like you'll meet somebody, they know Latrice, and you know Latrice, and Latrice might know Tasha, and like Tasha, your sister, So it's just like it's just always small. So
again, it's the work that he puts in. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
Iverson is a real fan of Bud. I'm sure Iverson isn't sitting around. I'm sure Bud isn't sitting around waiting for Iverson to like all of his Instagram posts. You know what I mean? Like and that like in a sense like that makes him feel uh accomplished. It's like nah, when he like you said when he saw him, he felt that real love. Like he really understood. Like yeah, dude's really knows who I am. He really messes with me. Um, yeah, it's different type of appreciation and respect. So again, it's like keep doing what you do. Keep it's your grind it's your grind to grind. So like go ahead, like take that on, and people again people will love and respect you for it.
facts. It's like you might not get the views that you want on your videos, but at the same time, it's like you might get 50, you might get 100. But when you think about it, 100 people in the room, that's a lot. 50 people in the room, that's a lot of hot breaths. So it's just like when you really think about that, okay, I just need one person out of each 50, one person out of each 100. If you collect 2, cool. If you collect 3, I don't know how. If you got 4, just keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get a herd of people, but you might only get 10 people that might actually show up and do the work. And I'd rather have those 10 than 100. Because
Yeah,
those 10 gonna be way committed.
those 10 are way more valuable than you know than that 100 could ever be. That 100 is gonna weigh you down. Stick with that 10, they're gonna build you up.
Facts. So now I know we kind of hang y'all with some serious shit, and y'all niggas like y'all always so deep. Well, here I got something for you,
Niggers.
beautiful. Yeah. I'm just you niggas here, because this gonna get y'all weak. I need some real truth behind this. So an Alabama man says he left his girlfriend $58,000, a house, 2 cars before going to prison, but returned home to find her broken, living in the projects. So, before we even get into these comments of what everybody say, what's your thoughts on this, dog?
What's my thoughts on this?
Yeah, like, is he in the wrong? Some people like he shouldn't went to prison in the first place. Like, where you in this whole decision? Like, if you was him, or you just on the outside looking in, like, what you doing? What's your thoughts behind this?
He thought he was Gucci man, and she was homegirl. It ain't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't no T.I. and Tiny nigga. You dark skin.
It ain't hit to say. Yeah. Dang. Well.
Is 58K even enough?
I mean.
2 whips?
How long did it say? How long? 58K from prison or return to find. Yeah. You come home living in Friday. Don't ever. Oh man, nah, I mean, don't get it twisted. Like I'm about to say something, right? But what I'm about to say, I'm about to take myself out of the situation. All right,
Right.
if I'm him, I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? Like what he said. You know what I'm saying? F this beef. Like I'm feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through them emotions. I, I, so I ain't mad at him for feeling how he feeling in that moment.
You know, I mean, yeah, like two
In that
whips.
moment. Like, you know, I'm saying, yeah, go ahead.
No, you good like 2 whips, 58K, and you working.
Yeah.
Like only so much should like get used. I mean, yeah, emergencies or damn your leg fell off. But like
Yeah.
one car broke down, so you had to fix down, then the other one had broke, so you had to fix that one too. Then you had to buy 2 new cars. Like
He trusted her with a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? It's like he maybe should have spread this out a little bit. Maybe he should have, you know, given her one car. He could have let his mom's hold the other with, you know, her spot for a little bit. As far as that 58K, me, you know, I'm gonna put that somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm gonna put it, but I ain't, you know, ain't too many people gonna be able to find it. That's all I'm
Facts.
saying. Yeah, man, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I just thought this was a funny predicament. I saw this and I'm just like, man, like,
Ooh,
you know,
yeah,
people change, you know, when you get in
you
prison
got
or when you get out.
it. It ain't even. I don't think it's changing. I think he just, you know, like yeah. To this point, like I say, I feel how you feeling.
Yeah,
You
hey,
know,
look at this comment. Like you said, boy, you was not Gucci.
yeah, bro. It's like now after you get over those emotions, you's a fool.
Yeah.
You is a straight fool. I would like. I mean, man,
At least gave up like 5K, put the rest up. Son.
like it gets to a point like I give people chances, and after I see that like you keep smoking all my gas, it's like, and you don't never offer like nothing. It's like I'm not gonna leave you 50.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying. It's like yeah. So
I must have hung out with somebody. You know, they low key smoke me out every time I kick it with them. I'm like, man, I gotta bring some gas. I bring some gas. Smoked them out a few times, and after that, I just ain't never seen them bring it. I must have was match. Niggas
yeah.
bringing half blunt smoked. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
that's
I'm
wild.
like, nah.
Yeah. See. Yeah. That's. No, hell,
So I'm like, you
them
know,
young people problems. I ain't. I'm
yeah, man.
I forget about them things. But yeah. But like I say, I mean, like that comment says, bruh is not Gucci. Homegirl is not trained. I mean, he came out of jail, not cloned, so that's a good thing. Clearly, because you know, same size, so
Mm.
that's a good thing. Uh, he got. You know, he can only go up from here. You know what I mean? So
On me.
hey, how about that? You can only go up from here.
You
Don't.
know, because I know I never been through no thing like that, and
Hmm.
I can't speak from, but looking on the outside and seeing talented people who have gotten, went through those type of things or went to prison, I seen them create beautiful lives for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like full scope businesses that make like 10 grand, 2, 4 grand a day. So you just got to put your mind to and believe in whatever you're pushing.
Nah, real talk. Yeah, I ain't never had no issues for real with the law. Like no real issues. Uh,
Right. Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, like at the same time, like I've been in situations where I've needed support from a female, and I've been in I'll just say a predicament.
Right.
Um, and you know, you got to make certain sacrifices. Uh, you have to be willing to take certain L's just so just so you can keep keep something to keep it pushing. Um, I don't think he was willing to take enough L's, to keep it pushing. He didn't think his strategy through. he just, he was going through a lot, and going through a lot, he felt like everybody around him should just help him and just carry on and not, not have issues of their own of themselves. And when he gets out, like, everything's gonna be gravy. It's like, man, this was your hustle. She's not built to handle your hustle. Um,
Yeah.
she's going. So you can't be mad at her for not being built like you, because she's not supposed to be built like you. You wouldn't be with her if she was built like you. Now, what I'm saying. You was just with a whole bunch of cats that was built like you, and I'm sure you're really glad to have gotten away. So what I'm saying, to the point of feeling all the emotions, maybe apologize for calling her, the B word on the internet, and carry on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, facts. Carry on. You know, as a player pimp, he should know better. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. I
As a
would
hustler, go getter.
I would never.
Yeah, man. It's just desperate times call for desperate measures, and he was in a desperate place.
You know what I'm saying? 58K. How much do it cost to start a trust? You know what I'm saying? I put that money in the trust, man.
Man,
Be set. You could. Hey, you wouldn't be mad at nobody. But he ain't do his homework.
yeah, man. That punana be soaking doking. It
Yeah,
be
that's
it be,
that's
it be
probably, that's
putting
probably all he
people.
was worried about. That,
Yeah,
like,
put him in choke. Put
right
niggas in
before
chokeholds.
right before he turned himself in, he was probably hitting that every night, and he was like, what I'm saying, I'm gonna leave this to you, baby girl. I love you, like, bruh. And that now he came home. Now that now he don't even want that no more. So it'd be all good. You just did a little homework, did a little you watched a couple YouTube videos.
You gotta throw her some burner money. See what she do with it first.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like he could have gave her 10K. You know what I mean? And it's like he could have gave her 20. Like I'm being slight. He could have gave her something, but he gave her the whole 58, thinking like she could handle 58K. It's foolishness.
Yeah, that's like trusting your son. Like 20K.
It's gone. It's bro.
Like your young 20-year-old, 18-year-old son. Like, hey, don't spend most of this. This for you for out of town. We're gonna go on for a month. The
Every hustler knows, bro. There's levels to this. You do things in increments, and if you give some like I like don't like I've done favors for people. Every time I've done somebody a favor, I said, okay, like I have to be willing to take this loss.
yeah,
And if I took that loss, I'm not going around telling everybody like so and so is like a terrible person. It's like I made a decision to give this to them. They couldn't give it back to me. That's my fault. If I expected them to give it back.
yeah, facts. And it's like you can't. One thing about when we mentioned Robert Greene, he was talking about when it comes to loans and doing favors for people, you never want to make them feel like they owe you. Like imagine doing something for somebody and you like, oh nigga, you owe me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you ask to help. Like how you ask me to help with this and you talking about, oh, you gotta pay me gas money for this. I didn't ask you for a ride. You told me to get in.
I feel like
And then when you're doing favors for people, you gotta be careful for like the upstream returning the favor to you. So like what I'm saying is like when you pay a kindness, sometimes you might get hurt or mess with from like dealing with something else that somebody else dealing with. You know, so you just gotta be careful what you accept and put yourself into. Not saying you can't help nobody, but you gotta be aware.
Yeah, man. I was 18 one time. Like, yeah. One time, my mom saw something and she got in mom mode and tried and had to protect me, all because of something that somebody else did. You know what I mean? It's like
Mm-hmm.
that I had nothing to do. People saw me and they know, like, oh, that's so and so's friend. You know what I mean? It's like, to your point of being cool or the people. Like, you gotta be careful about that. That's just a lesson I learned earlier in life. Um, but yeah, man, like you gotta, and another thing is you gotta be to that point. I'm just gonna say you gotta be willing to deal with people expecting things from you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like me, I like people think that I can do a lot of things for them, and it's like, bruh, like no offense, I like I take that as a compliment that I make what I do look easy, but it isn't. So just because what I do, like what I make what I do look easy, doesn't mean I can make you, you know, me.
Yeah,
So you got
you
to
know,
into consideration.
yeah, because it's like you can be around uh somebody like Robert Greene, right, or Benny the Butcher, or Terrence Crawford, and you sit around there and you were like, bro, put me on, put me on. They'll tell you how to do something before they'll give you something, right? Like they're not gonna give you a wad of money because honestly, they need it more than you. You know, because they the ones that want to go got it. So why they gonna give it out to you? They rather give it to a community center or build one to help everybody instead of one individual person. But what I'm saying is that we'll get around people and they'll tell us how to do stuff and give us game, but we're not seeing that the information is actually the money and the game and the power. You know, we just see them for who they are. We see them for how they shine and be like, bro, like, just throw me the bread or just give me this deal. And it's like, it kind of don't work like that. You know, it's really what you're doing with the information, especially your own way, is going to attract people.
Yeah.
Not you just sitting around somebody until somebody notice you. Because you could be with sitting on stream with Castanet and all them. If you ain't funny or attracting something to yourself, ain't nobody gonna remember you. They just gonna, oh yeah, he be up there with Kai sometimes. Yeah.
No, for real. And I mean, yeah, to that point, it's like it's so many times people have given me things, and it's like, you know, not even giving me things, but so many times like I'm just going through my life, and my circumstances change, and it's like because my circumstances change, um, something that somebody said to me 4 years ago just like clicks and it hits, and it's like, oh, I can do that now because I don't have, like, I'm in a different situation. So it's like, making sure you keep track of good people, mentors, positive influence around you who have given you game over the years, because you know what you say with somebody, the guidance that you give may not hit at that moment, but it's it's more than likely it's gonna hit. Um,
Yeah.
just give it time for sure, and at the same time, both parties in this uh, explanation kind of have to come to understanding. It's like, as somebody who, for example, as somebody who could be mentoring somebody, you have to understand that just because you say something to somebody, like, you might need to give them time. You might need to, you're not always aware of what they're dealing with too. So it's important to to you know, just be have that compassion for folks, understanding like people might need a little again just time and people, you know, you might just need to give them space to process things. Yeah.
No, for real, man. That was fire, man. Is anything else on your heart and mind, bro? Because it's like we can really leave it there. Because it's like I don't want the message to get too overextended. I want to keep it broad and like presentable for everybody to understand. Like at the end of the day, the passion project is you.
Yeah. Like you said, that was fire. And yeah, man, you are your own story. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to create your own narrative. So always remember tap into you. Don't worry about what nobody else is worried about.
Not shame, bro. Appreciate you, man. Go ahead, everybody. We got the information down below. Go ahead, show love, check us out, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Initiates for the flame. You are now programmed to drop dem draws. Have you been maintaining your flame?